Today I'd like to show you how to trim a cup form. I want to put a foot on this and get a lot of the excess clay off, and that's what I would like to show you now. I'm going to be using a Giffin Grip to demonstrate on. Students in my classroom need to make sure you're using the correct Giffin Grip. Some say Pacifica, some say Brent, because I have the little arms that hold it onto the wheel set at different distances for the Brent and Pacifica wheels. Now what you're going to do is snap it onto the wheel, and then you have to check it to see if it's actually level. See, if I hold my finger right next to this, you can see how it bobs up and down. It's not level. That means I need to grab the whole unit, pull it off, and check it again. You may have to do it 2 or 3 times until you get it level. Now I appear to be level. Now what I'm going to do is, because I have a taller cup form, I'm going to use the Giffin Grip sliders that also have the hands and arms. Now, depending on how tall your form is, you could use the short arms. I'm going to use the taller arms, and this will allow you to hold the form closer to the wider point. If you just hold it down at the base, it will tend to be wobbly. So what I'm going to do is I take the sliders and I put them with the hole toward the inside, because the hole is going to hold the hands. Okay. Now if you get it up a little bit too tall, you can always change it and go to the shorter. You want the little foam hands to be under the level where you're going to trim. So I shouldn't be trimming past this point, really, because the wall is already thin here. Now, to wind this in and close it, you hold the bottom, hold the wheel head, and you turn the Giffin Grip clockwise, and that will tighten it. To remove it, you're going to hold it and turn it counterclockwise. Alright, so you want to make sure that the item is snug. If you failed to trim the edge level on the day you threw it, you will find that this will be a little bit difficult. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off, I'm going to make the outside of my foot. Now the foot placement is rather critical. You always want the foot transition to be underneath the transition on the inside of the form, where it transitions going from bottom to side. So let me show you this example here. Okay, so like this form right here, where it transitions from bottom to side, that's where you place the foot. So I know how wide my interior is, and I'm placing the outside of my foot there. Now the key critical thing is you go down from the outside. You never come in from the side. You go down from the top, I should say. Down from the top. So I'm going to just put a nice little line there for the foot, and I'm going to tidy up the outside. If you have clay that has kind of been stuck on, maybe when you trimmed it off the bat and you have some clay that's stuck on there, it will easily come off with this. Okay, so there's my exterior contour. Now I'm going to give the foot just a tad bit of an undercut. This is just a aesthetic decision that I like to make sometimes. Now also it has a very functional quality when I go to glaze it, because if it has a little bit of an undercut, it allows me to hold the pot by the foot. It's tall enough that I can get my fingers around it. Now the next step is I'm going to go straight down. Okay, that's the inside of the foot. Okay, the thickness of the foot should be the same thickness as the wall. And then lastly, I'm going to trim away the middle part. Okay, now that I've trimmed away the excess clay, I can take a rib and I can rib away some of the grog marks. I can compress the foot with my finger to also get rid of the gong marks. And I'm just using light pressure on the inside so I don't poke through. And there is my cup form, nicely trimmed, and the interior contour is matching the placement of the foot.